Okay, welcome back. So, step 5, this is where we're gonna start turning our conversation a little bit and start talking more about business stuff, structurally, okay? So, you know what you want. You've got your financial freedom plan in order, right? You understand, the game plan. You got your goal card taken care of, right? If you didn't yet, if you just first time going through this information, these are the steps that I want you to focus on. Okay? Don't just go all over the place. This is the path for you to follow. I'm gonna repeat myself. Repetition is the mother of skill. Okay, so step number 5. This is where we start talking about how to, as it relates to mechanics. Okay, so success, 80% psychology, 20% mechanics. Remember that. 80% psychology, 20% mechanics. Okay, so we've been talking a lot about the psychology stuff, the invisible stuff, which is critically important. Now, we do have to talk a little bit about mechanics. Now, again, remember, this is a guide for you. This is not a mastery on how to do all this stuff yet. I teach you all that stuff in a mastery. But again, as a guidelines for you here, the 7 steps, step number 5 is create and build your hub. Your hub is your home on the internet. Your hub is not your website, although it has a website. Your hub, and by the way, speaking of the website, most websites on the internet, they're just fancy brochures. They serve no purpose, okay? Your hub is not a sales funnel, although it has a sales funnel, and in many cases, multiple sales funnels. Your hub is your place on the internet. The easiest way for me to explain this to you is this, okay? Remember, if your goal I'm just gonna go back to our example here, is 185,000 a month, okay? That's your freedom top line target number, okay? Just based on what we've identified in our workshop together here, right? Since the beginning. Okay, so if that's my goal, most people approach selling or business building transactionally, which is very, very hard. They're being just like somebody else that's doing whatever they're trying to do. There's no difference between them and anybody else out there. There's no difference. They're doing the same thing and they're just trying to compete. And you know what this game called? That game is called whoever gets lucky. Okay, so if somebody happens to buy from them, but they could buy from anybody, and it's not really that it doesn't really matter. But every time when you're running transactional business model, you're frustrated. Okay, you're exhausted, because it's like running on a treadmill, man. You're burning energy, you're burning calories, and as long as you run, you're okay. But when you stop, everything stops for you, right? Not the best. Most people, that's what they do. Now, what we need to do is we need to identify how do we make that when it comes to mechanics. How do we engineer our hub in a way that will make that to be almost effortless, okay? So imagine this. Imagine if this is like, the whole whiteboard here, right, is like an Atlantic Ocean. Okay, imagine that. Imagine the whole whiteboard is like an Atlantic Ocean. Okay? And so this is the ocean. Some people get into a little boat, right? And they're fishing. All right? Then trying to catch some fish. Let me see if I can draw fish. Oh my goodness, you're probably gonna laugh. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, so that's supposed to be like a little fish, okay? That's how most marketers are doing the business. So they're in the sea of the internet, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna catch me some fish. I'm gonna run this little marketing funnel, okay? And so they're catching some fish, okay? That's fine. They can eat for a day, right? And then evening time comes, they gotta go home, and whatever. They do the same thing over again next day, right? Not the best. Now, the way that I'm gonna teach you, build your business, and with this whole hub mentality. Remember what we talked about in the 3rd step, right? We're talking about the game plan, and I talk about different eras. Very, very important for you to be plugged in and go through this in the order that I'm talking to you about. This is not random information. This is all connecting to the previous stuff we talked about so far, okay? The era right now, your hub equals wealth, okay? So your step 5 right here, what you're gonna focus in this step, in your journey, okay? You're not gonna do this in a day, you're not gonna do this in a week or whatever, but this is like, if you have all the previous steps handled, okay? And you have your gold card, you know your number, all those are easy, right? Now when we get to hub, this is where you get to plug into our trainings, and this is what we work on. So when we work on a hub, this is your phase. And you don't go to the next phase until your phase 1 is complete, this particular phase, okay? So your hub, your wealth is rooted in your hub. Make sense? This is going to become an asset. Another way I'm going to put that for you is this, so you can understand. If this is an ocean, if the whiteboard is the Atlantic Ocean, okay, your hub is kind of like you having your own island, okay? Oh my goodness. Vic, let's do the spelling correctly. Okay, your island, or I'm just gonna say your hub, representing your island, right? If this is your hub in the Atlantic Ocean, imagine this is an island in the Atlantic Ocean. What happens on the island, right? Well, what happens is this, is you can have an island that can attract people to it. An island becomes a place. An island is not just, nothing out there, and like an island is where collaborations, where things happen, where people can congregate, right? An island becomes something that is a destination, a place where people want to go to and they would belong to. They go there to transact, to have fun, whatever the outcome of the island or the intention of the island is. Okay, make sense? So your hub is your brand on the internet. This is your place on the internet. It's like having a home online, okay? So when you have, I'm going to come back to the sea metaphor here. Just take a look at another example, or another way to look at it. When you have a hub, it's like you having a home, okay? Do you have a house? Do you have a home? Okay, a place to live? We talked about in step 1 about, you dreaming up your dream home, whatever that's going to be like, right? You having a hub on the internet is like you having a home. What's the opposite of somebody having a home? Well, they're homeless. Somebody does not have a home in the real world here, well, they're homeless, okay? What do homeless people all have in common? Well, there's no home to come to, there's no place, and they're always like this, right? They're always like this, give me, help me, okay? That's what all homeless people have in common, okay? They live wherever, they depend on people. See what I'm saying? Homeless. So many people on the internet right now, they're homeless. They might be promoting a link, an affiliate link over here, or might be doing some kind of a gig over here, or some kind of hustle over here, or some kind of a, little thingy over here, a little side hustle over here, but they're just like this, right? They're depending on other people to feed them. There is no home. There is no longevity. There is no substance. There is nothing. They're depending. Now, most people right now in this era, they're homeless. Metaphorically speaking, they're homeless online. Very few have a home, a hub, okay? You need a home on the internet. You need to build your hub on the internet, okay? When you have a home in the real world, well, you can invite people to your house, right? Can't you? We can invite some friends, and you can say, hey, come into my house. When they come into your house, they can see the house. They can see what you have built, right? When they walk into your house, they feel certain energy within that house, a certain style, right? They have a certain, it smells good, looks good, man, everything is good. You can serve them with different things, and you guys can congregate and have fun and all these other things, right? Having a home on the internet matters. It's really, really important. This is not negotiable if you want to have a longevity in your business. If you want to build a rock solid business that's going to be here to stay, and you want to build something that will matter moving into the future, if you want to generate wealth and do it consistently and be able to generate wealth predictably, you need to be building your home on the internet, okay? In this example here, if it's an island, okay, well, what you can do is this, is you can have different paths to the island, okay? You can have people come into your island, and this path is called, if you're in the marketing world, okay, this thing is called a funnel. Okay, have you heard terms like funnels? right? There's a lot of companies, a lot of people and their cousins. Everybody seems to be like, funnel is the only way to do it. Wrong. You need one funnel to change everything. Not 100% accurate. Partly accurate, but not 100%. Because a funnel is not your business. It is a pathway to something. Funnels alone are transactional business models. Okay? I'm about to prove it to you. I'm about to shatter this whole nonsense that is flying around out there. I'm going to show you the right way to do it. A funnel is nothing but a pathway to your hub. Here is another way to look at it. Okay, I'm gonna get a little technical on you here from a marketing standpoint. Okay, so if you have this thing called landing page, which I'm gonna teach you. Okay, you have a landing page. When people opt in, they go to your list, right? And then that landing page generally leads people to some sort of a sales page where they buy, and when they buy, you make money. Okay, this thing is called a funnel. Basically, okay? That's basically called the funnel. Now, and then you deliver the product. Most people deliver the product, whatever, just on a standalone thingy, maybe on another platform or whatever. That's how typically most people, that's most people's business model is like that. That's kind of where it stops, right? Boom. Boom. There is nothing beyond that. So it's transactional. Okay, so you're running traffic. If you got lucky to get a sale, by the way, conversion rates are about 1 to 2%. You got paid, you deliver the product, and then there's nothing beyond that, okay? Now you have a list, and so what happens is you keep hammering people that didn't buy, you keep hammering them with the sales letter, and that's basically how the model works, okay? For most people. What I'm talking about is having this, okay? I'm gonna help you build this, by the way. But what you do is you deliver all of your products, all of your interaction, everything you're gonna do online, okay? You're gonna deliver within your hub. Your hub, when you build a product or when you sell a product, okay, which we're gonna talk about, your product will be delivered in your hub. So the sales, okay? Your hub allows you to deliver sales, to generate sales and deliver sales, okay? It allows you to create this thing called multiple streams of income. Okay. Excuse for my handwriting. Multiple streams of income. Okay. Remember, if you're going for 185,000 right here, what's the easiest way to get it? Well, the easiest way to get it is for you to have multiple flows of income that would equal that, right? Now, it also allows you to build a brand, okay? A community, okay? Community, collaborations. You can also create automation, okay? All of these are components of a hub, okay? Properly built hub. Okay, so what happens now is imagine if this is my island in the ocean, now I have a place. This is gonna be you, Inc., okay? Whatever that business model is gonna be. It's gonna be around your name, around your brand, or whatever the case might be, okay? Very few companies do that. Actually, all of the most successful companies in the world run a hub-based business model. 4% is a hub-based business model, right? Do we have sales? Yes, we do. Multiple products delivered within the 4% hub. Okay, people have to log in to one central place to access your products. Okay, the 7 steps to freedom. This is one of the programs that we teach. We don't have this standalone somewhere and then having to band-aid all these different, technologies and Facebook group and delivery mechanism over here and communication over. No, everything is under one place. Okay, we have other trainings and other coaching. All those live within the 4% hub. So 4% is a hub-centric business model. We do have multiple streams of income built in, okay? Complete passive. We collaborate with other companies. We collaborate with other brands. 4% is a brand, right? So hub allows you to have a brand. By the way, the future of business is community-centric, hub-driven businesses, okay? Or community-driven, hub-centric businesses. If you don't build a brand right now, okay, I'm telling you where the puck is going. People that operate and just rely on funnels alone, they're going to be flash in the pan. very, very soon, it'll be difficult for them to succeed. It's going to be harder for them to succeed. So when you have a hub and you market, it becomes easier for you to market as a brand versus a nobody. Make sense? All right. Do we have a community within 4%? Heck yes. Okay. In fact, we have our own, social network, and it's part of the hub. You don't have to log out. You don't have to go any place else. And we're constantly making it better and better and better. Okay. We have tremendous automation. So this is a hub. Now, I'm not going to go into, obviously, the whole details on how to build it. That's not the point of this particular step. But you will get to to step number 5, and your job is going to be to build your hub. I'm going to teach you and I coach you exactly on how to do all of these things. And we have technology called eStage that allows you to do all this stuff. I just want to make sure that you understand the process. Now, let me show you the an example of some hubs, okay, and the power of it. Well, I already told you, 4% is a hub, okay? We're here to stay. We have a strong brand. We're making a big difference, and the hub becomes, it's a business, right? It's a real deal business. So you can have a hub around, we have people that are building their hubs around helping women, helping kids, helping young boys. We have people here building communities around their passion, product, topic, or idea, or whatever it is that they're doing, their services. We have people building their hubs here at the 4% around accounting, whole kinds of different industries. And people are doing it. If you do this right, you will build a solid, successful, predictable cash flow business that you can sell one day if you want to. You can pass it on generationally if you want to. This is the only way to do it if you really want to build wealth right now online. And it's right now, it's easiest as has ever been to build real wealth on the internet, capitalizing on what's going on. Through Hub, you can do collaborations, I already said, right? So you can do collaborations. You can do collaborations. You don't even need to create your own products. Another example of a hub. Do you know a company, this little company out of California, by the name of Apple? You know that company? Okay. Think of their business model. What are they selling products? Yeah. Are they a computer company? You could say so, but do they have other things? Yes, right? Phones and all these other things. So Apple is a great example of a hub. Here's what I mean by that. When you buy a phone from Apple, okay, and you go to Apple to buy a phone, what do you first need to do? You need to create an account with their Apple ecosystem, okay? You need to create an account, create your Apple ID, and everything runs through that account. Very similar to like how 4% is. You have to create an account, whether it's, you become a free basic member and just learn, but nonetheless, everybody has an account. It becomes an ecosystem, okay, for what you do. So with Apple, you have an account, and then you can buy a phone. Heck, you can download a free app on your phone, and what do you need to do for that? You need to sign in to your Apple account to download a free app, okay? Now, if you want to buy a paid app, see what I'm saying? A paid app, this can be an app, this can be a movie, okay? This can be a phone, this can be a computer, this can be a iPad, okay? This can be gadgets, etc. So you name it, everything happens from under one umbrella. That's a hub, okay? That's a hub-based business model, okay? Google is doing the same thing. Tesla, all the most successful companies, Amazon, oh my goodness, is that a hub-based system, right? They're selling all kinds of different things. They're a hub-centric business, okay? No wonder, these are some of the most successful companies. Ecosystems. I'm going to teach you all about ecosystems, and I'm going to help you create one if that's what you want. If you want to be transactional, then this is not for you. If you just want to do like everybody else is doing out there and just go up against the grain and, and like, oh my goodness, this is difficult. If you like that, please go and, follow the herd. If you want massive success, if you want power, right? If you want control, if you want to do things right, I'm going to teach you how to do it. I'm going to help you build this out. I'm showing you right now what to do and why you need to do it, and I'm going to help you and work with you on getting it done, okay? Promise. We're really, really, really good at this kind of stuff. Trust me. Another company here, I'm going to show you on a screen, and I bring this up as an example for some. In some of my trainings, you will see. Okay, take a look at this. Do you know this company called NerdWallet? This little website right here, NerdWallet, right? NerdWallet, they are in financial market. Okay, so they have zero products. They do not have at least at this time of me recording this training for you here, or this particular session. As far as I know, NerdWallet has zero products. Okay, they do not create products. They are 100% what's called affiliate based. Okay, and so, but what they do have is they have built a hub. Okay, see this thing right here? It says sign in, sign up, sign in. That means that they have a back end members area. Okay, just like right here. Okay, just like you have to sign in. This is a door. If you imagine this is a door, somebody buys a product and they go through a door and they sign in. That's a nice looking door right here, right? It's called members sign in area, and you control it. People come in. Okay, they can purchase products, they can access information, they can access whatever your topic of expertise is. Okay, makes sense? So this becomes a back end. It can have a front end, but this becomes a back end as well. Okay, now NerdWallet, all they do is they just basically syndicate information. Okay, they work with all these different companies, credit card companies, banks. You know, their finances, right? But so if I go to like best credit cards, for example, right? If I go to best credit cards of 2020, boom. I can see all these different credit cards here, right? Now, there's a credit card from Citi, right? Citi credit card, okay? This is not NerdWallet credit card. This is Citi credit card. Now, when I hover over here, right, look what happens. Look at the bottom of the browser. See that little text on the bottom there? It's a mile-long text, right? Well, guess what? This is affiliate link. Here's Discover, okay? So they collaborate with all these different companies and Chase Bank and different banks and whatnot, right? And they review cards, they recommend, and you can do all kinds of different things here, from credit cards to banking to investing to mortgages, all that stuff, right? So basically what they do is they just have a place where they, consolidate in kind of a, they curate information. So again, reviewing credit cards in financial space. Okay, they curate information, and then they become a place where people come to get information, and a trusted place where people can come to get information about, finances, right? Banking, credit cards, accounts, travel. And so NerdWallet, okay, this is NerdWallet's model. It's a hub-based model. I go there and you get offers. They get paid from all these companies that they collaborate with, okay? They get paid as an affiliate relationship. So it's a vendor affiliate. They have no products, but they get paid as an affiliate. Do you know how much NerdWallet is pulling in a year in revenue? Do you know how much? 500, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 or so. Last time I checked, okay? Might be more now, who knows, okay? $500 million in a year, because they're running a business model, a hub-based, hub-centric business model. Make sense? 100% affiliate-based. Did you know that? How is that possible? Let me ask you a question. Would you like to build your own hub now? Okay? Do you see why I have this step as a mandatory step for you to create freedom, for you to have a hub? Hub gives you freedom. Write it down. If you have a hub, you have freedom. Okay, if you build it right, you have freedom. So what we need to do is, for this particular step, this is just the guidelines for you right now and just kind of keep you on track. But your step number 5 is you're going to focus on building your hub. You're not going to do it overnight. You're not going to do it just, immediately necessarily. But as we go through coaching, we're going to be working on building your hub. So you can check yourself on the progress on the 7 steps. Okay, so this is a very, very important step that we're going to be working on in building your hub. Now, the question is, how do I build my hub? Well, you can hire somebody, and again, I'm going to teach you all this in the coaching. When we go into the mastery, we're really going to, dissect this in great details. But my goal is to help you build this hub for you. That's going to be independent. It's going to be your domain, your brand. It's going to be your logo on it. It's going to be you. Okay, it's going to be your business. You don't want to depend on somebody. You can collaborate with a whole bunch of people, but you don't want to depend on them. You want to have your real business that you control. You want to have the key to your own house, right? The house will appreciate in value. It's going to be yours. It's going to be debt-free. It's going to be amazing. You can invite people. You can collaborate with people. And that's the future. That's how you build wealth online right now. Don't listen to anybody that's going to tell you otherwise. If they're not teaching you to build independent brand online, where you have your front end, where you have your back end, your members area, where people can come to congregate, they can create an account, where you have your own central control center online. If they're not teaching you that, they're doing you a disservice and they're setting you up to fail. Guarantee you, okay? Even companies that propagate, you just need a funnel to succeed, they don't operate on a funnel 100%. They have a back end, a place where people log into, okay, to get cool information. Amazon was not built on a funnel. Amazon is not a website. Amazon is a hub. Apple is a hub. Tesla is a hub, okay? eBay is a hub. Every single successful company that you know is a hub-centric model, okay? 4% is a hub. You need a hub. I'm going to teach you how to build it for you if you want to do that, okay? So that's pretty much it for this particular step. There's not a whole lot of like action steps for you right now, because this is going to take some serious diving into and training and methodologies and all these things, which we get to inside the coaching. But I want you to see the steps and kind of what each step means right now, right? Just an overall kind of a 10,000 foot view right here. We deeply go into this and focus on building your hub for you personally, okay, in our coaching. So that's your hub. Your step number 5 is going to be to build your hub, because everything else you do, marketing, funnels, driving traffic, promotions, everything else, if you don't have hub, you're wasting money, okay? If you have a hub, then the marketing you're running, it's meaningful. Here is why having a hub is important. If I spend $1 over here to get this guy to come into to get a visitor, if I spend $1 for a visitor to my landing page, okay, if I don't have this, I might be lucky if I make $1.50 back, okay, over here. I'm lucky if I do that. But because my customer is going to go through that hub, and that customer, instead of just having one sale, that customer could become multiple sales for me. Look, see, I've got an iPhone, I've got an iPad, right? I've got a MacBook, I've got like 2 more MacBooks over there in that room, I've got a few more computers over there, I got 2 more cell phones that are all Apple. I am in Apple's ecosystem. So one customer, me, okay, equals many thousands of dollars for Apple, all under one account. So when you have a hub, and I'm going to teach you how to do this and help you set this up for yourself, your one customer, they might come into your hub for free, but then over time, that customer could be worth, okay? So imagine if you invested $1 to acquire a lead, and then you get $2,000 back, okay? Over a year, or maybe even a year and a half, or maybe 6 months. If each of the visitors, if you can turn $1 into 2,000, would you do it? Okay, would you do it? If you can turn $1 into 1,000, would you do it? That's a money machine, right? Isn't it? Now, that's what hub allows you to do. Properly set up, that's what it allows you to do. That's why I'm saying that if you're going for $185,000, in our example here, that target, that freedom number that you have identified for yourself, right? Whatever that number is, it's not difficult to hit it. I don't care if it's $1 million a month or if it's $100,000 a month. I'm going to show you a way to hit it, predictably, mathematically, right? But you need to have the right components for you to hit that faster, and you need to be on the right side of the tracks so that you position yourself to win, and you play the game to win instead of playing the game not to lose. Big difference. Okay, makes sense? So hopefully this makes sense to you why you need to be working on establishing your hub. In the next step here, we're going to talk about, once you build your hub, what do we do with it? What's the focus there? What's kind of the path there? Okay, so I'll see you in the next step. Right now, let me know in the comments if you are committed to building your hub, if you're going to go and build your hub. You will not need to, we've created this in a way where we wanted to eliminate information overload. We have created this in a way where you would not need to go and buy 15 different products and then try to put things together, duct tape all these informational pieces together. We wanted to create a simple path and a coaching plan that would lead you in a straight line and say, okay, my friend, which step are you on in the process? Are you just coming into our community? Let's get you identify that dream lifestyle that you want. That's first and foremost. Don't worry about this stuff, if you're on step one. Okay? So when you're on step one and you got that done, okay, what about your financial plan? Okay, you got those 6 accounts set up? Okay, great. You don't have any money coming in. Okay, great. So if you don't have any money coming in, but you need to take care of your step number 2, you've got your step number 2 stuff done. Step number 3, you understand the game plan, you understand the eras that and how wealth is generated and the best, kind of a game to play to position yourself for massive wealth. Okay, great. Step 4, you got your goal card. All right, you got your goal card. Now, even if you're just starting out, you now understand the reason why you need to be building your hub, which is the step 5. Okay, step 6, we're going to be talking about growing and getting traction to that hub. But you're not going to go to step 6 until your step 5 is completed. So that's why I'm going to encourage you to just plug into our mastery level coaching here within the 4%. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to help you build your hub. When you build your hub, now you are ready to start running traffic, or you can be running traffic simultaneously of you building your hub as well. We're going to talk about marketing strategies. We're going to talk about potential partnership opportunities here with you so that you can start getting the cash flow that you need for your financial freedom plan as soon as possible. Okay, we're not here to waste time. We're not here to talk about things that might work, might not work. I'm here to give you a solid plan to follow and a solid path to follow without confusion or stress or overwhelm. If you understand what I'm teaching you here and it makes sense to you and you like to go further with us, definitely, let's go into the mastery coaching levels here and you and I work together on building your hub, okay? Because that's important. Nothing else matters if this is not in place. Okay, so now that you understand this, let's go on to step number 6 and talk about your tribe of your first 1,000 members. I'll see you there.